This is how you completely organize your life. If you follow the steps in this video, you'll have so much clarity and organization in your life. Organizing my life that way allows me to work on things that I enjoy, make more money, have peace of mind, and plenty of time for my hobbies and family. This video will have timestamps so that you can go back to it. Step number 1, organize your mind. What is taking up space in your mind? What is bothering you? A lot of times in our lives, we have one foot on the gas pedal and the other foot on the brake. If we don't start organizing our mind first, we won't be able to fully organize our life. Make a list of all the things that are occupying your mind right now. Step 2, clarify your priorities. What is truly important in your life? For example, for me, it's my faith, my health, and mastery. Define your top 5 priorities in life while considering all areas of your life. For example, health, it could be personal development, career, finance, fun. Step number 3, set your goals. I want you to think of your goals this way. So you have 3-year goals. This is the big goal, the big vision. Then you have your 1-year goal. This is a little bit more specific. Ideally, you want to make it as specific as possible. For example, you could say by the 31st December of 2023, I have X achieved. Then after you have identified your 1-year goal, you want to break it down to a 90-day goal and then monthly goals. And the monthly goals should be super specific. Because if we want to completely organize our lives, we have to get crystal clear on our goals. Otherwise, it will just not happen and we will create unnecessary chaos. Step number 4, reverse engineer your goals. Now, once we are clear on our goals, we have to prioritize which things have to get done in order to achieve them. For example, one way I reverse engineered my goals is on my YouTube channel. I identified that I need about 12 YouTube videos and 20 YouTube shorts per month in order to achieve my goals. And then I broke it even further, and right now my weekly goal is to produce 3 long-form YouTube videos and 5 YouTube shorts. Number 5, prepare for obstacles. The reality is this: we have all those dreams and aspirations, but life happens. We have to prepare for things that will come up, and trust me, they will come up. So that's why you want to think ahead and already brainstorm some potential obstacles that could hinder your progress. For example, let's say you have a goal of starting a business. Some potential obstacles that could come up, depending on your experience, could be a bad environment. Maybe you don't have entrepreneurial people around you or people that support you on your vision. Another thing could be lack of time. If you are working in a 9-to-5, maybe you have to strategize ways to have more time to build your side hustle or your business. Another potential obstacle could be lack of motivation or fear. So you want to pre-plan like a military general so that when the time comes and obstacles come in your way, you are better prepared. Step 6, define the person that you need to become. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to achieve their goals. They only focus on the goals, but the more powerful strategy is to focus on the person that you need to become. So a very powerful question to ask yourself is, what kind of person do I need to become to effortlessly achieve my goals? Now, of course, this is a very idealistic question, but the goal of this question is to get your mind thinking about the person that you need to become. Because we don't raise to our highest ideals, rather we fall in the lowest acceptable standards. That's why we want to err on the idealistic side in order to create a new character traits that we want to incorporate in order to achieve our goals. Step number 7, prioritize your tasks. So once we know our goals and our main projects, we want to prioritize the day-to-day tasks. And one great book to read around that topic is The One Thing by Gary Keller. So essentially you ask yourself on a daily basis, what's the one thing that will make everything else easier or unnecessary in my life? By answering this question, you should know exactly what to focus on a daily basis. For me right now, most of my days, creating content is my one thing, because if I create content, it will move every other needle in my life. Step number 8, use time blocking. Once you know what to focus on, you want to use your calendar and block out time to do that one thing until it's finished. Time blocking is a very effective method to organize your life. Personally, right now, I have 4 days in my week in the mornings blocked out for deep work. I block out 4 hours to do the most important task. After that, I block out some time for fitness. Now, I know this is common sense, but it's not common practice. Step number 9, optimize your physical environment. Now, in the first part, we focused a lot about the mind and how to organize your life internally by creating plans and actually knowing what you want. In the second part, we focus more on the physical side and the actual tactics. So to optimize your physical environment, get rid of unnecessary belongings, clean up your space, clean up your wardrobe, let go of things that you don't need. Because if your physical space is chaotic, it will affect your mind, and this will affect also your mood and your decision making, and you will fall back into bad habits. Personally, I try to simplify my physical world as much as possible. I'm not 100% a minimalist, but my wardrobe, for example, is very simple. So continuously optimize your physical environment day by day, week by week. Just start small. Number 10, optimize your digital environment. Now we are living in an age of information overload. We have so much information, so much notification, so many things to do because the world is getting faster and more complex. That's why we really need to create order in our digital lives. Streamline your digital files, emails, and online accounts. Also here, I highly encourage you to simplify everything. For me personally, I create folders for my professional and my personal life, and this helps me get organized. I also use apps. I keep it simple. For note-taking, I use Apple Notes. For my to-do list, I use Things3. I use Google Calendar and Google Drive to organize my life. And by only having a few apps, I'm able to stay organized 95% of the days. Step number 11, practice single tasking. We talked about the digital age and all these distractions, and your ability to focus on a single task at one time will determine if you will stay organized in your life. Because if you don't do the task consistently, what will happen is there will be leftovers, and then your mind gets full with all those tasks and thoughts, and you will be more disorganized and you will have more anxiety. So minimize distractions and focus on one task. Don't multitask. Step number 12, implement systems and processes. For example, for my YouTube channel, I have a lot of checklists, a lot of systems and processes that allow me to be more organized and also have a peace of mind. I am continuously trying to streamline repetitive tasks in order to save time and improve my efficiency. So use checklists and standard operating procedures. For example, you could also use it in your personal life when you're buying groceries. Step number 13, leverage technology. We are living in an amazing age, especially right now with this AI stuff. Things are getting easier and faster than ever before. Use technology as your friend and not as your enemy. With the invention of ChatGPT, things have gotten easier. So you can make a lot of things. I'm not getting into this video and this is not my expertise, but I've experimented a lot with those things. It helped me a lot to organize my life, and I'm sure it will help you too. A quick caveat, keep it simple. I see people online with those fancy Notion setups or Obsidian and all those fancy apps. They are organizing their lives, everything is under one thing. And if you watch those videos, you might wonder, are they organizing their apps or organizing their lives? Don't fall into this trap. I speak from experience because I also have been dabbling with all of those technologies, and it kept me confused until I simplified my systems. Step number 14, manage your energy levels. Now you might think, what has energy to do with organizing my life? Now if your energy levels are low, you won't be able to organize your life and you will create more chaos, because if you're tired, think about it, you won't do many things and things will pile up and you have this mess again. So to organize your life, your health is very important. To optimize your health, I know online there are a lot of biohacking stuff and all fancy stuff. Keep it simple. Just cover your basic biological needs. For example, good sleep, exercise, sunlight, nature, healthy exercise. I think you get the gist, because if you're not healthy and you don't have a lot of energy, you will create chaos. It's as simple as that. Step number 15, create routines. We humans are creatures of habits. Now some habits are detrimental to our lives and others are more beneficial. So for me personally, I make sure that I have a good morning routine that sets me up for the day. So ask yourself, which routines can help you be more organized and actually achieve the things that you want. Step number 16, delegate. A lot of time what can happen is that we have too much on our plate, and that's why we want to delegate things if possible. So if you have a business, delegate things that you don't want to do, or maybe are low priority tasks, to people that actually like doing that task. So for me, I don't edit my YouTube videos. I have a fantastic video editor and he's passionate about editing those YouTube videos. But unfortunately, it took me a long time to make that decision. So when we get things off our plate, we have more headspace and more energy to actually do the things that fulfill us most. So ask yourself, where can you delegate things in your personal life and professional life? Step number 17, practice reflection time. Now the world is very fast and we barely take time to step back and reflect on our lives. It is very easy to get caught up by the day-to-day activities in our professional and personal lives. Some of the most successful people practice reflection time. For example, Bill Gates. Now I know he's a controversial figure, but we can still learn something from him regardless of your opinion on him. So I read somewhere that he does something called think weeks. So I believe multiple times per year, Bill Gates goes on a vacation to think. He only takes some books with him and uses that time to think and reflect. And he said some of his biggest inventions and ideas came in that think week. Now a person like Bill Gates, who is a multi-billionaire and has a lot of things to do, practices the reflection time. So take the time to reflect on your days. It could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or even 2 minutes. Just practice the habit of pausing a moment, reflecting on your progress, and then go at it again. Now organizing your life has a lot to do with how you manage your time. That's why I put together this tactical video on how you can manage your time. I want you to watch this video next.